Hey gang, we're here for a quick 10-minute recipe. This is a Whole30 compliant recipe. It's one of my favorites. I can take zero credit for it. My girlfriend Kelly at Eat the Gains has shared this on her blog. I've made it many times and I've sort of put my own spin on it. So I'm going to share the full version of the recipe and then also the little spins that I like to do to kind of make it my own. So the cool thing about this recipe in particular is it's a builder. You can build to it, it's very versatile. You can make it spicier, you can add different toppings to it, and it's very hearty, which is what I love this time of year. Everything that you would want in a casserole, but this is also a very quick and simple way to get your 5 servings of fruits and vegetables every single day. I think this has 5 in this one recipe alone, which is so awesome. So we're making a Whole30 taco casserole. I'm using traditional ground beef, which has been browned in my pan. So all you have to do is brown it. I've already got my oven preheated to 375. Essentially, we're gonna go ahead and transfer the meat to the bottom of the pan, and you just have to brown it. It's going to cook the rest of the way in the oven. So no need to overcook that, but essentially I just added some onion and garlic in my saute pan with a little olive oil, browned my meat. I'm gonna transfer it. I'm going to saute my kale next. And what's also awesome is if you don't have time to meal prep this full recipe in your casserole pan and leave it in your fridge, you can sort of prep elements ahead of time, which is what I've done. So I went ahead and cubed my sweet potato. The full recipe calls for sweet potato noodles. If you don't have access to that, or if you don't have the machine to do that yourself, I just go ahead and cube my sweet potato. I roasted in the oven for about 20 minutes, not all the way through because it's going to continue to bake in this recipe. I essentially did the same for my peppers, just lightly roasted them in the oven. So I'm going to transfer the meat now. I'm going to saute my kale using the same grease and juice that's already in my saute pan from the meat. And then essentially I'll go ahead and combine the rest of the ingredients. You're going to want to use half a jar of whatever salsa you like. You can even make your own, but I would go with more of like a chunky salsa to avoid having a runny mixture. And then the recipe calls for a full cup of avocado oil mayo. I'm using half a cup of my organic mayo, and then I'm using a half a cup of plain Greek yogurt because I like to have a sour cream substitute somewhere in my taco recipes. I just love that flavor. And then you'll also need 1 pack of taco seasoning. I like to kind of over exaggerate the amount of taco seasoning to use. So I season it with my meat, and then I also add some more in my mayo, Greek yogurt, and salsa mixture, which I'll pour into the casserole dish. So that is the 10-minute recipe in and of itself, in a nutshell. And then I'll basically bake this for about 30 minutes, and I'll show you a photo of the finished product. What's awesome is you can top with cilantro, additional Greek yogurt or sour cream, avocado or guacamole. It's so yummy and hearty. It's so filling and it gives a ton of fiber. So look at all the beautiful color here. Every time I have a plate with a variety of color, I just get so happy, and it really does. It fills you up, and that's exactly what you want in a casserole. So I will follow up with a photo of the finished product. I just love this. I hope that you put it into your weekly rotation or get some recipe inspo because this is a good one. So I hope you enjoy the Whole30 recipe of this week, and I'll see you next time.